Welcome everyone. I am battling with Morossa, Hand of Death, against Medusa, Gorgon Sister. I drew my starting hand size of 4 cards, added the basic attack. I'm going to play Skeletal Armor as one of my preparations, which will increase my armor, making Morossa take less damage from physical attacks. And then the attack we play will probably be Necrotic Sludge, which lowers the magic resistance of the enemy. The reason for doing that is so that our attacks on the following rounds will deal more damage. So Medusa played Slither, which has Dodge. Dodge is a mechanic that makes that character avoid damage from slower enemy attacks. We still managed to lower the magic resistance of Medusa, because Dodge does not avoid the abilities of our attack. However, Medusa did play Shed Skin, which is going to remove that magic resistance lowering effect. We play Library of Souls, which makes our cards cost 1 less energy next round. And we move on to the next round. Draw our cards. We draw 2 cards every turn. I'm using these dice to just help keep track of how long my effects are lasting. Medusa's playing Agility, which allows her to play an extra attack this turn, provided it's a ranged attack, and also gives bonus damage to the attack if she possesses the magic quiver, which she does. We played Skeletal Trap, which deals some damage to Medusa and lowers her speed, the speed of her attacks by 1, which we're hoping to be in good combination with Ghastly Fog. Ghastly Fog makes us take half damage, rounded up, from attacks with 6 or less speed, and then if the enemy plays an attack with 4 or less speed, we get to play an extra attack. And this worked out well, so we're going to be able to play Cursed Grasp, which is our basic attack. I'll explain sequencing real quick. So tricks take effect before attacks do. Then attacks do their damage and abilities in order of highest speed to lowest speed. So Medusa suffers 2 damage from Skeletal Trap. Then Ghastly Fog deals her 2 damage. Then the next fastest attack is Acid Arrows, which has the mechanic Strike, which deals its damage X number of times, in this case 3. So Acid Arrows is dealing 4 damage 3 times, but thanks to my armor, I'll only take 1 damage 3 times. So I'll take 3 from Acid Arrows. Then I will take 4 damage from Medusa's basic attack. And then my basic attack, Cursed Grasp, will do 4 damage to Medusa. It's also important to note that Morossa is immune to poison, so I will not be poisoned by Acid Arrows. I'm going to choose to pass on conclusions and save my regenerations, which heal me and draw a card, for after my unique ability happens. Morossa's unique ability brings him back to life at 1 health after he dies for the first time during the game. Medusa played Quicksand. So Morossa has now entered the Quicksand. He will take 2 damage at the start of every round, and his attacks will be 2 speed slower. In order to leave the Quicksand, he will have to spend 4 energy. One of the cards we drew for this round was Hymn of the Fallen, which fears the enemy. Fear is a mechanic that slows their attacks by 1 and lowers the attack's damage by 2. And Hymn of the Fallen fears them for 2 rounds, the current one and the next one. So we're going to go ahead and play that after Medusa passes, if she does. So Medusa passed, and we play Hymn of the Fallen. I'm going to put that by her character card with a die on it, just to remind us of how long that's going to be in effect. Now we're making a choice as to what attack cards to play. I'm going to go ahead and play Torment. Try and deal as much damage to her as possible. Also want to avoid her playing another copy of Shed Skin to remove the fear. Okay, so Medusa played Slither, which has dodge. Our Torment will still stop Medusa from playing Conclusions, even if Slither avoids the damage from our attack. So here I forgot that Morossa has -2 speed from being in the quicksand. So Medusa technically should not have taken damage from Torment because she would dodge. So here I considered removing the quicksand, leaving it, that is, spending the 4 energy. I decided not to leave the quicksand in order to play these regenerations, in order to heal myself and hopefully find a better attack card that will allow us to finish off Medusa. So we did not find any new attack cards, but we probably will next round during the draw phase. So we took 2 damage again from quicksand. Okay, sweet. We found Death Spell, which does a lot of damage, and still does some damage if it would be interrupted or dodged. Right now I'm thinking about whether it's worth it to play Skeletal Trap. It's quite likely that Death Spell will just kill Medusa. We do want it to hit first, though, so we paid 4 energy to leave the quicksand. Now we flip up our attacks. Tail Slam has 5 speed. It'll have 4 speed because Medusa is feared by Hymn of the Fallen. Death Spell's attack has 6 speed, so we are going to do damage first and kill Medusa. And that is the fight between the two of them. Thanks for watching.